Good morning, John. Hope you had a nice Christmas. Sorry for the delay here in the video feedback. Had some technical difficulties, so I'm catching up here. Let's just have a look here on some swings and things we talked about here specifically back on the 19th. You're working hard at your takeaway here. So just a revisit. That's when you're looking back there and that toe is actually backwards to the 90-degree thing, that means you're doing a good job of exaggerating. So when you're looking, you've got to understand though what occurred here. In other words, how did I get here to get this feedback? Okay, what's going on with the motor? What's making the club get in the proper position? So visual is important for training to get feedback. But ultimately, when you're going to hit a golf ball, your eyes aren't going to be here looking at the club face to see if it's correct. So your work here is deciding what it is that's getting that club where I want it. Is it a hand movement? Is it a wrist joint? Is it just totally visual where I see the toe open on the way away from the ball? This first couple inches right here is it. That's good position right there. You can't really screw it up from there. That first 6 inches away from the ball has been done correctly. So then we look at the habits of when the ball's there. What's the brain going to let us do? It's a little bit more closed than what you were rehearsing. Quite a bit closed there. Okay, so there's your feedback as to what your instincts will allow when your brain is focused on a result of hitting that ball. So that's why we call training. Now if you notice, your left wrist joint isn't working very much. Club's not up in the air very much compared to those earlier rehearsals. You see how that club is moving quickly, right? Now look at your left arm. Your left arm has rotated. I see your wristwatch here. I don't see your watch. Your left hand's still on the this side of the grip. Your left hand's on top of the grip here. Arm rotation, hand rotation. You haven't hinged it that much on the right. You've just opened the face, rotating with your arm. So I don't care how it gets done. If it's a hinge, fine, but in this case you're not getting that club in good position there because you hinged it. Okay, so a lot of ways to skin this cat. Now we're trying to fix the impact of the club face. That's a little better there, but again, the more you have it closed here, the more you're going to have to block it here, at impact. I see that toe hit there. That was hit on the toe, so that ball didn't, unlikely, went left. And a little bit on your right side, not to jump into too many categories, but the rules keeps staying on one thing only. This is when you're kind of looking at the shorter swing idea, shorter back swing. And we said, let's work on this with short shots. That club's a little better. It doesn't have to be 90 degrees. A little bit shut here is actually good, but if you look at, total 90-degree club face, not that I can get it there. Not good enough. So a little bit down is okay. A little bit down is actually what we would call square, but not as much as you generally do it. So I spent a lot of time on this view, I know. So that's just all just good. You're not as good here as you are in your rehearsals. So as soon as your brain trusts it, you can release it all you want on the downswing. It's not going left. Keep an eye on that grip too. That's an influence. Okay, my friends, see you next time.